Well, we're back again at Harry's on the Green. Another positive result under Mr. Ferguson. Kevin, been a critic over the last couple of weeks, but surely that satisfied you.
Did building on the performance from last weekend. They all fought as a team. Seemed more organised. So Ed was saying earlier, and spot on. It won't be though, I'd question. You wonder, he seems a bit of a bird brain in terms of when it comes to actually defending. And he let his man run. And then of course, Greenwood had the shot and went through Mina's legs. But overall, a pleasing performance. Pity how we didn't hold on to the lead and win the game. But no, you can see it's encouraging signs. We're starting to get better as a side. The confidence, it's a huge factor in football. But definitely what Chris said earlier, I'd say the reason why Moise Ken was taken off was because he probably wasn't doing what Ferguson asked him to do. Proper order. When Silva was still in charge, he still leaves them on and hampered them up when they came off. Ruthless, that's what you want.
Eddie, you would have taken a draw before the game, most of us.
All day long, yeah. But I was saying to Kev earlier on in the middle of the match, something kind of struck me. I was thinking about Ferguson and him being hanging around the last few years, and I'm just wondering, has he seen how you don't manage Everton? Do you know what I mean? He's been there with these other fucking clowns, watching and seeing what doesn't work, and a lot of the time they say about assistant managers learning from managers and becoming that type of manager, but maybe it's the other way around with Ferguson. Maybe he's seeing what you don't do, and maybe that's what's going on now. I'm a bit confused now, to be honest, about Ferguson.
I suppose we've all been, a bit of a critic over picking the managers, we've all been in the same boat where we've kind of said,
I was one of those that said, what's Ferguson doing there? What is he doing? And I'll be honest, hold my hands up, but so far you can't argue what he's done. I know it's only 2 games, okay, we got a lucky goal there, but even if we didn't score that goal, we still, based on the performance, we would have deserved a 0-0 draw even, so yeah, we look organised. Looks like I'd like to see a bit more tackling though, a little bit more closing down, but in terms of shape and people knowing where they should be, we're looking a lot better,
We're looking a lot better even defensively as well.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
Well, look, I'm off a 4-4-2. I've never really bought into all this. Everyone goes, oh, you have to change with the modern game and all this shite, but it's 11 against 11 at the end of the day. It doesn't matter if you come out with diamond formations, 4-2-1, fucking whatever. You have to play to a certain extent to suit the way the other team are playing, and they have to play to suit the way you're playing also. So sometimes formations don't really matter, because at the end of the day, you've got to be close to you've got to have each of your players close to one of their players. And just because they're playing a different formation, well, I'm not going over there, that's not our formation. No, you will. Naturally, the game will evolve and your formation will change. But having a solid back four where everybody knows their job, and same in midfield, everybody knows their job, yeah, it has to help,
Glenn, you've been a Harry's on the Green Virgin up to today. You've joined us for the game. Good to have you in.
Yeah, great to finally lose me virginity. Listen, beyond my wildest dreams, we won up with 15 minutes to go. Obviously, you feel a little bit like it's glass half full, but based on even the reserves being injured before the game, again, admittedly a poor United side, really weak in the middle of the park. Lukewarm were funding Rashford went missing for me big ways today, but I think a lot of credit has to go to particularly Holgate, like a dog of war, sort of sitting in front of the back four. It wasn't exactly a back three today. I thought Holgate covered himself in glory. Davies managed to be very disciplined and not get himself a second yellow after picking one up after I think it was 3 minutes or something like that, and obviously DCL as well. And I think Ferguson's had those players are playing for Big Dunk, and that's really, really good to see. And there's a good foundation now for it to possibly in a cup semi in the new year. I think that's good momentum to take into Tuesday.
Lewis, our Welsh resident. What did you make of the game?
Managerial options.
Yeah, so I think if Ancelotti wants to come, then it would be unbelievable. I think for Everton to get a manager of his stature, I'm sure he'll do a good job. But again, I don't know what the other options are. I'm not sure who else is out there. If it's David Moyes or Ancelotti as an option, or maybe Arteta, I think Ancelotti will probably be the most ambitious and probably the one in which is the least risk. But I don't know, maybe the club have got something up their sleeves. Marshall Brands, if he's gets his contact book out, maybe brings somebody else to the table, I'm not sure.
What's the rush now, though?
Yeah, well, look, all I say is that Ancelotti's record is, it's unquestionable.
He's only 3 managers to win the Champions League 3 times and get to 4 finals.
Saying that, so imagine we got Ancelotti and he's there after 3 games and he loses 3 games in a row. What do we do to him?
A manager of that calibre attracts players.
I know, but I'm saying to you,
that's the other side of it too.
These players, if they can't, they can't motivate themselves. I mean, all the Ancelottis in the world might not, Do you know what I mean? I agree, he's the best man to go for, but it's still,
this season's a write-off.
Every manager is a gamble, no matter who they are.
This season's a write-off. If we're not in danger of going down,
Seems every season's a fucking write-off, isn't it?
Duncan, every point he picks up, he's saving the club millions
That's what I'm
euros.
saying.
So they don't have to pay somebody off at the end of the season like a Moyes type.
Yeah. So let's say we play in the cup and we get through. We're in the semi-final then. It's like when you say don't change a winning team.
Rob's arrived, lads. Flip in.
When you say don't change a winning team.
You'd want Big Duncan on the Anfield in the cup as well.
What if we do have a winning team and Duncan's managing that winning team?
Yeah.
What do you do? Do you change? What? I'm confused. I actually am confused.
I think you pause and reflect and you let that play out, and if that runs out of steam, then maybe you take action. But I think you have to ride the crest of the wave.
Yeah, and well, if it's going well, stay with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And don't get into a big mad contract. I'm sure, like I said last week, Ferguson loves Everton. He would manage us 1 game at a time. He would. I think, and
He's only happened a year.
exactly. That's how much Everton means to me. He'd probably do it.
Lads, we leave it there now anyway. Look, thanks to everyone who took part in today's video for Falcon Blues TV and Grand Old Team. Big thanks to Lewis, Glenn, Kevin, and the one and only Livo.
Livo, you cunt. It's Sean.
Guys, thanks again. You know where to go when you're in Dublin.
Harry's just boss, lad.
Money Blues.